Today, I'm going to be sharing with you the understanding of your two selves, your light self and your dark self. When you know these two understandings about yourself and how to balance them into one, you will learn how to be whole and complete throughout your entire existence to the point that you have conviction over convenience. So watch it to the very end because this will change your life. Awaken ones, welcome back. Welcome back, blessed ones. Welcome to another episode on the Love of Wisdom. With this short series, I'm calling Deep Thoughts with Brittany. Oh, I'm so excited today. I'm feeling so good. I don't care what's going on in the world. All I know is that my happiness is a priority on a quantum level. Everything is okay. So I'm sending you all this light and this love and healing. If you're going through anything with the coronavirus, if you're going through anything serious in your life, as in your job or your household, or anything that's worrying you, I want to be here and send you light and love and send you so many prayers, because just to remind you, you are taken care of on a divine level. And just understand there's something higher than us that's taking care of everything. So it may look like it's confusing to our peripheral visions, but deep down, there is something that's taking place on its own in this world that is going to be something beneficial for us. So if you're watching this channel already, I'm going to share with you what I know, which is spirituality, metaphysical, and self-development contents, so it can assist you with not needing to worry about what's going on in this world, but to help you propel you forward to what's really important to you, to the point that fear and worry would never exist if you understand these teachings that I feel so compelled to share with you. So if you're already watching this video and you enjoy my content and you've been on this journey with me so far, I'm so blessed and thankful to have you here. Such an honor and a privilege to be a guide and a messenger on your spiritual journey. So thank you for allowing me to assist you, and thank you for trusting me, and thank you for being here and supporting me so I can support you. So if you're already watching this, smack that like button and subscribe to this channel. And after you subscribe, hit that notification button so you'll be notified of when I post videos, which is 3 times out the week. And lastly, follow me on Instagram, as I post daily for your betterment and upliftment, so you can walk on your spiritual journey with more enlightenment and unconditional love for who you are, for who you are becoming. And lately, you guys, on my Instagram, since I don't post every day on YouTube, I'm posting every day on Instagram. New videos, new posts, everything to uplift you in these moments of transformation. So with that being said, let's jump right into this topic. And this topic is about embracing your light and your dark self, and learning how to balance both of these elements of yourself. And I want you guys to understand, in the title it says conviction over convenience. Well, with these understandings of your true self, I want you to know that there's a higher realm of you and there's the ego self of you. The higher realm of you is your higher self, and your dark self is your ego. Both of these compounds make up who you are as a whole. Now, when you have the understanding of these two things balanced out within you and you embrace them fully, you have conviction over who you are internally and externally, to the point that you feel like you are the master and the creator of your life. Now, with convenience, to me, it stems more into your ego self, into your dark self. Convenience is more about you rather react than learn how to act. And that concept brings arrogance. It brings not taking responsibility for your actions, for your feelings, and for your thoughts. It's you not really be humble and fair with your outer and inner reality. It's mostly you just seeing through the eyes of self. Now, those are the difference between conviction and convenience. Now, let's jump right into embracing both of these sides of yourself. I want you to understand your light self is that self that's embedded in your heart. That's the concept of your heart. That's where love resides and expresses itself. Your light self is the one that's connected most to divine. Even though your whole self is connected to the divine, your light self, your higher self is more connected to divine. So when you could tap into that element, you're in the highest state of vibration, which is unconditional love. That is your light self. Now your dark self. Don't ever underestimate your dark self, and don't ever fear it. Because a lot of people think the ego is bad, but the ego is needed at some points in our life. Because without the ego, we wouldn't understand the perspective of what the opposite is of life. Meaning that we all look towards the good, but we never want to embrace the darkness of our own self and our own life. Because you guys got to understand, your dark self is not something to fear, and it's not something to demonize. Your dark self is your ego, and your ego is literally your inner child tries to cast itself to a different entity that forms itself into the ego. And sometimes your ego can make you go against yourself and make yourself your own enemy. But that's when you gotta cultivate and embrace your light self so you can balance the two together so you could be whole and complete. But I want to get more into understanding the perspective of the dark self, because a lot of people think embracing your honesty, embracing your truth, saying things how you feel it and meaning it, and doing different actions that represent you, a lot of people think that's bad and rebellish. There's nothing wrong with that part of you. Your dark self is literally your flaws, and your light self is literally your pros. Don't ever think your flaws are your weaknesses, because your flaws are really the perspective that make your whole perfection of who you are. And just understand, imperfection is perfection, and perfection is imperfection. No matter what, we're perfect naturally. We're perfect. So don't ever get discouraged anytime your dark self brings up these negative thoughts or these negative feelings. You got to understand, your dark self is just another perspective of who you are. And here's a beautiful thing that I actually just had an awakening the other day. I thought it was so beautiful, is that fear is not meant to hurt you. It's meant to teach you. It's just a matter of, do you want to face it or not? That is the conviction over the convenience. Because conviction is when you can be your light self. Go within your own darkness and be your own light, and embrace your pains, embrace your traumas, embrace your wounds, and see the beauty within them. And be able to walk through your darkness, being your own light, to the point that you don't need to see the light at the end of the tunnel. You are the tunnel, and you are the light. And no matter what, you are free. That's conviction. But convenience is when you don't want to take responsibility of wanting to be accountable for how you feel, for how you think, and for who you are. So you choose your dark self. You choose the arrogance. You choose to be manipulating. You choose to be mean. You choose to be unkind. You choose to complain. You choose to judge. You choose to hate. You choose not to do what is best for you or for what you want. You choose not to do certain things because it's easier to sit back and let things be, rather than having conviction and going forward with faith to creating something new. You see? Does this make sense? I hope it's making sense to you guys, because I want you to understand that I want you guys to have a conviction over your whole self. Now, since you understand these two aspects of yourself, let's go into embracing them. How do you embrace these two sides of yourself? Like I just said, you choose which side you want. If you want to choose your light self and merge with your dark self, you'll balance yourself out. But never choose one side over the other and separate yourself, because you're just making your heart and your mind go at it. There's no need for that. So it's depending on, what do you choose? I know I choose the dark self for a long time. And let me tell you, the one thing I've ever learned in my entire life is that ignorance creates inner chaos. But light creates so much peace. So I decided to choose what was best for me. Now I'm asking you, what do you want to choose? What do you want to feed? Because no matter what, you got these two aspects of yourself. If you deny either one of them, you're denying your whole self. I want you to embrace these both selves that are embedded within you and are you. Because without light, there wouldn't be darkness. And without darkness, there wouldn't be light. You have to combine these two to make the masterpiece that you are. So you embrace these two by loving yourself fully. No judgment, no hatred. Just looking in the mirror, looking at your physical self, which I consider the dark self because it's of the flesh and it's of the ego and it's of the analytical mind. So when you can go and look in the mirror and embrace your full self, even if you didn't like your weight anymore, you got to get over your old perspective that you grew up to be conditioned to believe in and embrace a new aspect of yourself and a higher perspective. And you do that by looking in the mirror and embracing your whole self. Getting out of your own way and saying, you know what, I love my little chub. I love the way I look. I love my skin. Even if I have eczema, I love who I am. Because you know what? God thought I was enough. I want you guys to look at it that way. And when you can do that, I want you to go within. Oh, I want you to go within and embrace the goodness that your soul has and cultivate. I want you to embrace the kindness that you extend to this world. I want you to embrace the brilliant and intelligent ideas that you cultivate in order to bring about what is best for your life and for what you think is best for other people. I want you to fall in love with the fact that you choose to keep showing up for yourself and having courage to fall in love with who you are. I want you to look within yourself and give yourself the recognition for how far you've come, even if you don't want to make it this far. If you can embrace your soul, which is your light self, and your mind, which is your dark self, if you can break both of these aspects, this is what you will come to learn about who you are. You'll become so balanced that you become still. And when you become still, you allow yourself to awaken to more revelations and epiphanies that will assist you on your journey that you were meant to do. It will guide you. It will lead you. It will be your light. Your balance, your stillness will be your divinity reincarnated into your flesh to the point that you're not even in the 3D anymore. You're on a higher level. You're more in the 5D. What's 5D? I'll put a link up there. A card where you could click to watch my old videos talking about 3D, 4D, and 5D dimensions. But when you can embrace both these aspects, you'll balance yourself out. You'll be aligned. And you'll become so congruent in your own harmony that you'll fall in love with your own existence and you'll fall in love with why you're here. And this is where the conviction comes in again. When you can balance yourself out and be in alignment and be excited and be grateful for who you are and feel blessed and privileged to be the being that you are, you'll have so much conviction in your essence and your existence to the point that you'll go out into the world and you want to have control of how you think and those thoughts. You'll want to control how you want to feel. You'll want to move in a tonality that fits and represents your soul. That's conviction. When you walk through and you own your shit because you embrace yourself, because you own it, and you say, you know what? This is all I've been given. I'm going to love it as it is. But I'm going to give it the best that it deserves. You guys, you are a temple. And your soul is a palace, man. Appreciate that shit. Honor it. And have some integrity for it. Because there will never be another being just like you on this earth. Because I know damn well God ain't going to make another me. So you might as well embrace you. But don't ever choose convenience. And convenience is when you let people hurt you, when you bypass your integrity, when you don't give a fuck about anything and you're closed-hearted. Don't choose that convenience. Because nowadays, the reason why the world is plummeting the way that it is because the normal was destroying us. And the normal was created off of arrogance. And like I said, arrogance creates chaos. Don't do that to your soul. Don't be your own enemy, because convenience is creating your own enemy. Have conviction and choose your higher self, because your higher self wants the best for your whole self. So just understand, your dark self is just the inner critic. That's it. But tomorrow, you guys, actually, since I've been just talking about this topic, I'm gonna do a video tomorrow talking about self-talk, getting more in depth on the dark side of yourself, because I want you guys to understand that your darkness is not something to fear, and it's not something trying to hurt you. It's just negative emotions and thoughts that are trying to get your attention because it wants to teach you something. So tomorrow I'm gonna do a video all about just that, self-talk and your inner critic, which is your dark self. So if you guys thought this was beneficial and it resonated with you and it actually gave you some clarity on some things you were confused about yourself and your spiritual journey, if this assists you and if you want more information on this, comment below and give me your feedback on this. If it assists you, let me know if it did, and like this video. And if you want more information on this, smack a comment below. But if you enjoyed this video, like it, subscribe to this channel if you enjoy my energy, which I just want you guys to know it's all love. And hit that notification button so you will be notified of when I post videos. And lastly, follow me on Instagram, as I only do all of this for you. But until then, you guys, I'll see you on the next one. With bliss and love, I adore who you are. Namaste.